Hi there. Thanks for being here with me today. What if living to 100 and feeling good while you do it was as simple as the foods you choose? Japan's Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara thought so. He lived a full, joyful life to 105, fueled by simple meals and even simpler habits. In Japan, there's a simple belief: living long isn't the goal, living well is. And no one lived that truth more beautifully than Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara. Born in 1911, Dr. Hinohara spent his life healing others and quietly showing the world what vibrant aging could really look like. Even into his late 90s and early 100s, he still saw patients, gave lectures, wrote books, and lived with a spirit that never seemed to grow old. So what was his secret? It wasn't complicated diets or grueling exercise routines. It was simple daily habits and a way of living full of purpose and joy. Every morning, he started his day with a light breakfast: a cup of coffee, a glass of milk, a little orange juice, and a spoonful of olive oil, not for the taste, but for his heart and skin. Lunch was light, or sometimes skipped altogether. Dinner, simple vegetables, a small serving of rice, and a little fish or lean meat. Twice a week, he treated himself to a small piece of dark chocolate. Simple pleasures, simple life. Today, we'll also uncover Dr. Hinohara's timeless secrets for living a full and vibrant life. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive into the simple choices that can change everything. The truth about longevity: why diet matters more than genetics. It's easy to think that living a long life is all about good genes. And yes, genetics do play a part, but not as much as you might think. Science shows only about 20 to 30% of your longevity is in your DNA. The other 70 to 80%, it's shaped by your daily choices: what you eat, how you move, how you handle stress, and how connected you stay. Those are the real keys to living longer and better. And that's empowering, because you can't change your genes, but you can change your habits, starting today. Look at places like Okinawa, Japan, and Sardinia, Italy. People there often live past 100, not weighed down by chronic disease, but still walking, gardening, laughing, and living with purpose. Their secret? Simple, natural foods, mostly plants, small portions, and a beautiful habit of stopping when they're about 80% full, a practice Okinawans call hara hachibu. In the first part of this topic, I'll share the foods that can help you stay strong and live longer, based on the advice of Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara. Here's the heart of it: longevity isn't just about adding more years, it's about adding more life to those years. If you're wondering where to start, here's a simple tip: add something green to your plate. In just a moment, we'll explore one of the easiest and most rewarding foods you can enjoy every day: leafy greens, the anti-aging superfood you're probably underrating. If there's one simple food that shows up again and again in the diets of the world's longest living people, it's leafy greens. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard, mustard greens, collard greens, they might seem humble, but they are true giants when it comes to protecting your health as you age. What makes leafy greens so powerful? First, they're incredibly nutrient dense. In just a few bites, you get a rich supply of vitamins A, C, and K, essential for strong immunity, vibrant skin, healthy bones, and good vision. They also bring along plenty of fiber, which keeps digestion smooth, helps regulate blood sugar, and supports heart health. But the benefits don't stop there. Leafy greens are packed with antioxidants and phytonutrients like lutein and zeaxanthin that help protect your eyes against age-related problems like macular degeneration. They're also gentle on calories, which means you can fill up without feeling weighed down. And the best part? You don't have to make huge changes to start reaping the rewards. Even adding just one serving a day, maybe a handful of spinach in your omelet, a scoop of greens into your soup, or a simple salad with dinner, can make a real difference over time. If raw salads aren't your thing, no problem. You can lightly saute greens with olive oil and garlic, toss them into casseroles, blend them into a morning smoothie, or stir them into hearty soups. It's not about eating perfectly. It's about building small, steady habits that nourish your body from the inside out. So the next time you sit down to a meal, take a look at your plate. If there's something leafy and green staring back at you, you're already taking one powerful step toward a longer, healthier life. Now, we've got the greens covered. Now let's explore another quiet powerhouse for lasting health: fermented foods. The power of fermented foods: heal your gut, boost your mind. Ancient, humble, and surprisingly powerful, these foods have been nurturing strong bodies and clear minds for generations. Let's see why they deserve a spot on your plate too. If you've ever enjoyed a spoonful of sauerkraut, a bowl of yogurt, or a sip of kombucha, you've already tasted one of humanity's oldest health secrets. Fermentation is a natural process where beneficial bacteria, the good guys, break down sugars and starches in food, creating flavors that are tangy, rich, and more importantly, healing. Why does this matter? Because your gut, your digestive system, isn't just where food gets broken down. It's home to trillions of tiny organisms that influence everything from how you absorb nutrients, to how you fight off illness, to even how you feel emotionally. A balanced gut can mean better digestion, stronger immunity, clearer thinking, and a steadier, more positive mood. An unbalanced gut, that can show up as bloating, fatigue, poor sleep, low energy, even anxiety or depression. That's why fermented foods are so remarkable. They help restore that balance naturally, flooding your system with probiotics, friendly bacteria that support every corner of your health. Foods like plain yogurt, kefir, miso, tempeh, sauerkraut, kimchi, these aren't just tasty side dishes. They're medicine for your body and mind. And you don't need to overhaul your diet overnight to get the benefits. A few tablespoons of sauerkraut with dinner, a small bowl of unsweetened yogurt in the morning, a cup of kombucha a few times a week. If you're new to fermented foods, start slow. Let your body adjust gently and choose options without added sugars or artificial flavors. Here's a simple truth to remember. When you take care of your gut takes care of you. And feeling good from the inside out, that's one of the best gifts you can give yourself at any age. Up next, let's talk about something that powers your body through the day: whole grains. Whole grains, the choice that could add years to your life. When it comes to living a long, healthy life, the difference between whole grains and refined carbs is bigger than you might think. Whole grains like oats, brown rice, quinoa, barley, and whole wheat still have all three parts of the grain: the bran, germ, and endosperm. That means they keep their natural fiber, vitamins, minerals, and powerful plant compounds intact. Refined grains, on the other hand, like white bread, white rice, regular pasta, and so many processed snacks, have had the bran and germ stripped away. What's left behind is mostly starch with very little fiber or nutrition. Why does this matter so much? Because fiber isn't just about keeping your digestion moving. It helps control your blood sugar, lowers cholesterol, feeds the good bacteria in your gut, and keeps you feeling full longer, which can help you maintain a healthy weight without feeling like you're on a diet. Studies show that people who regularly eat whole grains have a lower risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and even certain types of cancer. And the best part? Making the switch doesn't have to be hard. Instead of sugary cereals in the morning, try a warm bowl of steel-cut oats topped with berries and a sprinkle of nuts. Swap out white rice for brown or wild rice. Reach for whole wheat bread or pasta instead of their white, processed versions. Or get adventurous and try ancient grains like farro or bulgur in your salads and side dishes. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to give up all your favorite foods. But every small upgrade you make adds up, quietly building a stronger, healthier body over time. Here's something worth remembering. The more whole your food is, the more whole you'll feel. And while whole grains nourish your body from the inside out, there's another simple ingredient that could do wonders for your heart and brain. A golden treasure that's been cherished for thousands of years: olive oil. Olive oil magic, more than just a heart-healthy fat. If there's one simple ingredient that shows up time and again in the kitchens of the world's healthiest, longest-living people, it's olive oil. Golden, fragrant, and full of life, olive oil isn't just a seasoning, it's a quiet guardian of your health. So what makes it so powerful? First, olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind that helps lower bad cholesterol, LDL, and raise good cholesterol, HDL. That means it protects your heart, keeping your arteries flexible and strong, and reducing your risk of heart attacks and strokes. But olive oil's magic doesn't stop at the heart. It's packed with polyphenols, natural plant compounds that fight inflammation and oxidative stress, two major culprits behind aging and chronic diseases. Think of polyphenols like tiny warriors, standing guard over your cells, keeping them young and resilient. And here's something even more remarkable. Diets rich in olive oil, like the Mediterranean diet, have been linked to lower risks of Alzheimer's and better brain function well into old age. The very same antioxidants that help protect your arteries also shield your memory, focus, and mental clarity. If you want to bring more of this golden magic into your life, here's a simple tip. Choose extra virgin olive oil whenever possible. It's the least processed, richest in antioxidants, and closest to what nature intended. Look for bottles stored in dark glass and kept away from heat and light. That's how you know the oil's delicate nutrients are still intact. Use it generously on salads, drizzle it over roasted vegetables, or even swirl a teaspoon into your morning smoothie or fresh orange juice, just like Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara did well into his hundreds. One small bottle of olive oil, one small habit each day. And you could be giving your heart, your mind, and your future a beautiful gift. And speaking of small things making a big difference, up next we're going to talk about some of the tiniest foods on Earth that carry some of the biggest benefits for your health. Nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds. Small foods with huge longevity benefits. Sometimes it's the smallest things that leave the biggest mark. And when it comes to supporting a long, vibrant life, few foods punch above their weight quite like nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, pistachios, chia seeds, flax seeds, pumpkin seeds. These tiny packages are loaded with powerful nutrients that work quietly behind the scenes to protect your heart, your brain, your bones, and more. Let's start with healthy fats. Nuts and seeds are rich in monounsaturated and omega-3 fats, the kind that reduce inflammation, support heart health, and keep your cells resilient as you age. Walnuts, in particular, are famous for supporting brain health. And almonds and sunflower seeds, they're packed with vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that keeps your skin glowing and your immune system strong. There's also plant-based protein, helping you maintain lean muscle mass, something that becomes more and more important as we get older. And of course, fiber, keeping digestion smooth, balancing blood sugar, and helping you feel full and satisfied without overdoing it. Research backs this up. People who regularly enjoy nuts and seeds tend to have a lower risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even certain cancers. And it doesn't take much to start seeing the benefits. A small handful of nuts, about 1 ounce a day, or a couple of tablespoons of seeds sprinkled over your salad or yogurt can make a powerful difference over time. One small tip: whenever you can, choose raw or dry roasted nuts without added salt or sugars to get the purest benefits. And if digestion is tricky, soaking your nuts and seeds overnight can make them even easier to enjoy. It's a tiny daily habit that feeds your future in ways you can't always see, but will absolutely feel. Well, we've covered the foods that help keep your body strong and healthy. From leafy greens to olive oil, from fermented foods to tiny but mighty nuts and seeds, each small choice we make nourishes not just our body, but our future. But food is just one piece of the puzzle. In part 2, we'll talk about something just as important: your lifestyle. When you put good food and good habits together, that's when you build a long, happy life. As Dr. Hinohara reminded us, living well isn't about big changes. It's about choosing simple, wholesome habits every day with a grateful heart. Remember, every small choice you make today is a gift to your future self. Thanks for spending time with me today. Until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and keep taking good care of yourself. If something here inspired you today, don't forget to hit like and share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear which small habit you're most excited to try. And stay tuned. Part 2 is coming soon, so subscribe to join me on this journey.